Welcome to Video Dente, everybody. My name
Woo!
is my name is Brinson Stump. Just let you guys know, this is a video concept. This is like a video concept type of
Podcast.
podcast.
I got you.
I know. Yeah. Thank you. I'm like, it's very hot in here. Like I couldn't turn off. I couldn't turn off the AC, the heater.
It's blazing, let me tell you.
It's like right. You probably can hear it right now. You can probably hear that noise coming from the background.
But you look good.
I look good and sweaty.
Oh. This is
okay.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So this
Oh,
noise
yeah.
though is gonna be like perfect background like setup for my movie plot. So
Okay. So
I think this was meant to be. This is
Hey.
it's going to work really great.
Destiny.
So how about right here though is Helaman on that side.
Oh hey.
You know he's usually always
Hello.
here with me. He didn't
Wait.
usurp my power.
Usually I've been here every time.
Hey, you're gonna be here every time, but like, you know, in the future
Excuse
for the
you.
next couple of weeks when he's gone, I might have somebody else that will be like, that would be you.
Helaman 2.0.
Yeah.
Stronger, faster.
Stronger, faster,
stronger.
better.
And then I'm gonna come back and reclaim my seat.
Oh.
There's gonna be a
Dethrone
brawl
the
between me
king.
and 2.0.
It's King of the Hill. King of the Helaman
King of the Hill.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a pretty good show. I mean, now you're gonna have Hank Hill inside Star Wars.
We were talking about this earlier. This is
Yeah.
an awful idea.
I don't know anything about it. It sounds really good to me. Anyways, and also this is Brooks McFadden.
Hello.
Yeah, great name.
I mean,
It's
all I got.
Great. I know it's the only name that you have, but I think it's like really awesome.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, but yeah. So he's a photographer. Do you do anything else, or is that like your main foresee?
That's really the main thing is photography, so portrait photography.
You do some great design work too. I've seen it.
I mean, I attempt. Helaman is like the king of design over here, so...
Again,
it's hard to-
Helaman
Oh,
always being
stop.
Helaman, as we know, he's always being prideful. He's always just he has to let us know how
Okay,
good he
Brenton.
is. And
This is true,
I am
the
the
best.
epitome of humble. So
I hate you. It's a love-hate relationship, but it's fine.
Thanks for putting that behind you to come on to our humble podcast.
To the Humble Podcast.
The Humble
Welcome.
Podcast.
Where humility abounds.
Killing me about like we just talk about humility all the time.
Mhm.
Just it always comes out of my mouth
In the most
Humility,
prideful way,
humility. Yeah.
specifically.
In the most prideful. I mean, it's one of those things. I'm a lot like most televangelists, where it's like, oh, just
Yeah, oh gosh, we're
just
going
listen
this
to what
route.
I say. Don't do what I do. I mean, I think Genesis did a good song about that, right?
I'm about to throw my hands up and scream hallelujah. You can't bring up a televangelist around me.
Yeah. So like, so how's been everybody's week so far?
It is finals week, and I've cried a total of 17 times.
Wow, like I can't believe you're keeping count.
I mean, that was in the last 30 minutes, so it wasn't hard.
Wait, the final day? Yeah, today's Friday. The final day, and you're still crying that
Oh,
hard.
it's all catching up. Well, the worst part, okay, so here's the worst part, is, okay, it sounds like I'm complaining, but me and some friends are going on a cruise. That's not the part I'm complaining about. It's all the packing and getting ready and everything. I know. Wow, life is so
wait,
hard.
the
Getting to
finals
Mexico and
week is
enjoying
making
the
it
beach.
hard because you have to go to
Yeah.
a 3-week cruise.
It's only 4 days.
4
That
days,
makes it better.
okay, never
No,
mind.
it's just all the planning and everything that goes into that has just been very overbearing. And then I've had a lot of side jobs for freelance photography, and so I'm trying to catch up on that. And so I'm trying to catch up for my part-time job. I'm trying to catch up for full-time school, and I'm trying to catch up with another job and planning for a cruise, which nobody else has been able to figure out some of the details quite yet. And so we're really winging it. Should we? Probably not. But, I mean, ready or not, here we
I
come,
guess
Mexico.
I guess it's sometimes what you have to do, and I mean that's a pretty far drive. Are you driving down there, or
Yeah,
just,
so we're going to be driving down to Long Beach, and then from Long Beach, we go on to the port. So we'll go on, like, the Carnival
Okay.
Cruise. We'll be going to Mexico. It's, like, the Baja Islands, I think. But I'm excited. Mainly because it's not Idaho, and it won't be freezing cold.
it'd be warm?
Oh, it's going to be so good. So
close to the
good.
equator.
Oh, yeah.
Probably not all the way down to Ecuador, but
Right.
still a lot warmer than here. It's like, although when I lived in Vista, California, It still got, like, in the wintertime, it still got down to, like, 40 degrees.
Oh, that sounds so terrible.
Hey,
Oh no.
I mean, that was also after I was in, like, I've been in California for a few years, so, like, I would complain when it's, like, 60, when it's,
You
like, 60,
acclimated.
67 degrees.
I'm
and
done
I'm like,
with you.
oh
I'm
no,
so done.
so hot.
That reminds me of one time I went down to I went to Phoenix to visit a friend around the holidays, and it was like 60 degrees, and everyone was like bundled up in parkas, and I was like coming from here where it was like negative 30, I think, and I was just like t-shirt weather. I was like, this is great.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Jeez. No, I need that in my life. I mean, that's why we're going to Mexico. Is we're like we're
I
done.
don't like
we're done with
cold.
Idaho. I'm not a fan. Wait, where are you from again, Helaman?
Missouri.
Okay.
It gets
See why.
cold there too. Not as cold as
Right.
here. My dream is
But
to
it's
Oh
live.
different.
man,
It's a
nothing
different
gets
cold.
colder
But-
than over here. I have to tell you.
I
It's
don't know.
like the worst.
I was in Alaska.
I
had negatives.
It's been
I
colder in
experienced- I
Rexburg
experienced-
than over there.
I experienced
some
negative
But-
60.
But oh, that's disgusting. Ooh, excuse you.
points. So, like, negative,
Negatives. Yeah.
isn't that like negative 60? That's when oxygen freezes, right?
No. I was breathing.
No, that's nitrogen.
No,
You know how
but
we said humility abounds? At negative 60, death abounds.
yeah, no. As you're driving
No.
your car, so when you first start up your car,
So
the
was
rubber.
it in
So
Alaska?
what?
Was it negative 60 in Alaska?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And so like when you first start up your car, so because it's so cold, the air doesn't take up as much space in your car tires, so all the tires deflate, and then the rubber freezes, so the bottom is flat. So when you're first driving, it's like ka-dunk, 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 until like the rubber warms back up. That's how cold
rubber
it is.
warms
I've never
up.
been so grateful
And
for
like there's
Idaho.
temperature sensors, and if you have like a thermometer, I remember I had a thermometer in my car, and when it gets to negative 60, it stops working and it just goes blank. It doesn't know how to interpret this.
Okay, like, I mean, I don't know why you would want to live in Alaska.
Oh no, it was.
Okay, but
There
I've
is some
never
good things
been
in
the
Alaska, but I
summers.
don't want to. What's that?
I feel like the summers would be amazing there, though.
Summers are all right, just until the mosquitoes come out,
Yeah. Oh.
and then
I didn't
like
think of that.
Alaska has like some of the worst mosquitoes of all time, and
It's
then
like-
winters are awful. Summers, and then fall doesn't really exist, and then spring is just all the snow melting, so it's all sloshy and muddy everywhere. So
So you have a solid like 2 months of.
there's a small window of summer before the mosquitoes come out where it's great,
Okay.
All right. So
but then after that, yeah, you can just.
so you're saying just visit during like the months of like April, right?
No, April
May?
is still during. No, May is
So, like,
May is
June?
still spring, so to say.
June.
June. Yeah, I'd say
Late June.
I'd say you're good for June and part of July.
Okay.
Okay. So now we know like
Noted.
4th of July is good. That's a good time to visit Alaska.
4th of July weekend, Alaska? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But if you are a resident there, you get paid money, so you know it helps a little bit to like buy all of the bug spray and stuff like that, and then the
Okay.
happy lights to survive the.
I mean, you also get like the aurora borealis up there.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
That's be pretty nice. That sounds like a good
Super
bonus.
dope. Right?
It's having those cool lights.
Yeah,
Equators.
and Alaska is like so unpopulated. Even in Anchorage, I was able to see stars and the aurora borealis when it would come out and stuff
That'd
like
be
that.
crazy. I mean,
Anchorage being the
we
biggest
can
city in
even-
Alaska,
We can even
so-
barely
Just
see any lights over
celestial lights descending from the sky. Just, oh, look, cool. Like, normal. Whatever.
here. It's like, oh, this is normal. Just seeing those.
I know.
You
it's
can't even see
black.
them over here. And
It's
we're
dark
in the
all the
middle of
time.
nowhere still. It's like really weird. It's like, but
We're too far south though to see it unless it's. A
I
really
mean, not
big
the
one.
aurora borealis. I'm talking about like stars in general.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can't really see stars too well in Rexburg.
No.
It's like you go to the sand dunes and you can see them a lot better, but you still
It's
have
true.
some of that light radiation.
It's true.
I mean,
Do you guys know where, like, Sawtooth
pollution.
Mountains are?
the what?
Sawtooth Mountains in Idaho?
No.
No.
Okay, so it's, like, dead center of Idaho, right?
Okay.
But over there, that's when I've seen the most stars. We were camping for, it was like Boy Scouts or something. Anyways, we were camping over there, and then I woke up, it was like 3 in the morning, and I looked up, and it was just like billions of stars everywhere. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I was
That
like,
is-
what is this?
That's one of the few things I do miss about where I grew up. I just grew up in like middle of country nowhere in Missouri, but every single
What part of Missouri?
Ava, and
Okay.
it's this tiny town of 3,000 people, and then I live 20 miles outside of that.
Do you know where
Okay.
Bolivar is?
Oh yeah, Bolivar, Missouri. Yep.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, one of the few things I do miss about being there was just how like almost any night I could look up and see the stars, and I could see the band of the Milky Way and stuff like that.
That's so cool.
That's cool. I've never really had that experience because I'm the guy that lived in Indiana, which I think when I was living there it was the 12th largest city in the United States. Now it's the 19th, so it's like it is getting. Other cities are doing better than it now. But yeah, like I barely saw stars.
Was that the city motto? We're the 12th biggest city?
Huh?
Was that the city motto? Like as you're driving in on billboards?
No,
Welcome to Indianapolis, 12th biggest city.
It's just
and then now it's
it's just what I learned online
okay.
when I was like in
Just fun fact.
college in Indiana. That's one of the things that popped up. Because I think I was trying to fight that like Indiana was like our school needed more parking, and so like we were all fighting for that or against it.
Yay.
So I had to talk about growth, and it's like, well, it's the 12th largest city.
Therefore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. JK.
JK.
You
But
can take back that parking lot now. I guess we're not growing.
Yeah. Is that possible?
I don't know. They could
Can
build...
I have it? That's the question.
Yeah,
I
I
can
think
always
so.
use more
Do you need a
parking.
parking lot?
Yeah, let's,
I mean,
let's
not
put
in
it on
Indiana,
like an
so-
oversized semi and bring it over to you.
Because I have one of those, yeah. We can do that.
Like, it has a wide load sticker, and you just look on there. There's like a parking lot on it.
Oh, okay. So you can
that
drive
works. We
can
around
do the
with your parking
impossible.
lot. You're driving on a parking lot.
Always have a parking space.
But you have to find some place to park a giant semi truck.
Yeah. Back to the parking issue.
Back to the parking
Again.
It's still an alpha. There's some kinks to work out with this portable
I know.
parking.
I guess if you really want to get like good parking, you can always just travel more north. The more north you go, until you make it all the way up to like the North Pole. You can like live with Santa Claus. Like that'd be like pretty amazing. Speaking of Santa Claus, that I brought up on our own.
I did not see this coming at all.
Beautiful segue.
It's a
Beautiful.
really beautiful segue, right? It was actually really much nicer when you were talking about Alaska, and then it switched down to the south. I'm like, oh no.
And then we're talking about parking and Santa Claus.
Yeah.
We're just going to get right down to it, everybody.
Hey, you know what
Alright.
I like about parking? Santa Claus. Santa Claus. Oh, hey, and Christmas.
In Christmas, yeah.
So Christmas movies.
Yeah. So yeah, like this genre for this week is Christmas. As we probably know, this is now the holiday season, so we have like
It's rather appropriate timing.
we have like Kwanzaa,
Hanukkah.
and Christmas, and like other pagan holidays that kind of go around this winter solstice. Because I think there are people that still celebrate that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And there might be other ones like that are not nearly as big as the big three that happen around in America.
Right.
But yeah, so specifically, like we're just talking about like the holiday movie.
It's
type
the
of
holiday
genre.
season.
And,
Yeah, that's all I got.
And for some reason,
was beautiful.
I always
Thank
kind
you.
of feel like it's always had the type of genre. This type of genre has been here for a very long time.
Yes.
Like Christmas season. I think one of the earliest ones I can really think of that I can remember is the one. It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's the one that everybody has probably seen.
I watched that for the first time last year.
Oh wow!
I cried. That movie is so good. It made me cry.
Aw.
It's like the most.
So tender.
It's like the most forgetful. Like
Forgetful.
no,
I
not forgetful.
I loved that movie.
Most remembered? Is that what you're
Yeah,
going
it's like
for?
the most remembered, just because.
So,
of
when you
it's
said
a weird
forgetful, you
legal
mean-
thing.
Easily.
The opposite of.
I don't know what I was going with that.
Words.
Words come out of my mouth.
Not my
sometimes.
forte either.
Podcast.
Okay, that's. It's like now we know Brooks is also not. That's good to know. Like you're not. That's not your forte on
Nope.
that type of stuff.
Nope. I only know English, and I can't even consider it my first language. It's a problem.
Okay, yeah. I think we're always still going over with this like English. It always changes too much.
Like when I found out selfie was in the dictionary, excuse you? Like what?
So wait, that means you can use selfie inside like a scientific journal now if they accept
Yeah.
it in like the Oxford
Yeah, that's
Dictionary.
disgusting. Let's not talk about that. Christmas! We are back to
Christmas.
Christmas,
Yeah, let's
everybody!
go back to Christmas. So going back to Christmas, I feel like it always has had a long standing inside America cinema and also like outside America cinema. Like there are a few weird German movies, but like
Krampus? Or Krampus?
Don't forget the Doctor Who
Whatever that
holiday
is.
specials.
like Doctor Who. Like I feel like
Those are good.
I always remember like there was always like a holiday or Christmas special with everything, like
With
every single
every TV series known to
I
man.
mean, even
Always a Christmas special.
even
Every time.
Jackie Chan Adventures. Remember when I was little? They even had like a whole Santa
that TV show
Claus.
was gold. Like that was amazing.
They had that like
Bring
their
that
own
back into
Santa
my life,
Claus
please.
series.
I just want to bring up Brent has brought up the Jackie Chan cartoon like almost every single podcast, and every single guest we've had has been like, "Yes, I remember that show. That was
so good."
I-
if there is one,
I remember this too,
That's
and I
Jackie
didn't
Chan.
realize
Watch
that
it.
this was like every single child like of our age like watched and loved this show.
I feel like
I
it was a
didn't
really
realize
underrated TV show, and it was amazing.
it's never talked about, but everyone knows
No,
it.
but everybody knows it.
Everybody knows it because it was like the best. Like WB,
the
they
best.
brought that back. The funny thing is that I don't. If I could recall, Jackie Chan never. He didn't actually play his voice. He wasn't the voice actor inside Jackie Chan Adventures.
I'm experiencing some internal inception right now.
So is
I
this
don't know
just
how to,
like one day he was like watching TV and he was surprised to see himself in a cartoon? And he's like,
No, like he
There was a
agreed
TV
to
show
this.
about me.
He
Since
agreed to
when?
this series, but it was
Oh,
kind
that
of
makes
weird.
sense. Did he write it, produce it, or something, or what?
I
You know?
think I think he was part of the higher ups, but like
Okay,
if,
that
you,
would
if
make
you look at it,
sense.
it's like it wasn't him. It was somebody else who sounded a lot like him. It was actually kind of interesting.
Huh.
I guess going back to the special.
But they had
Christmas.
a Christmas special.
Yeah, that is
Everyone
Christmas
has
special.
a Christmas special.
Yeah, so
Every
everybody has
TV
one.
series.
Fastest Home. I mean, I've watched a lot of cartoons. I still watch a lot of cartoons.
That is approved. That is fine.
Futurama has Christmas special. Rugrats has Christmas
Yeah.
special. SpongeBob.
Yeah, like that is true. Like everything has like a form of Christmas or holiday special, and so I always think it's just kind of interesting. It always had like this long history, and I mean like earlier and like the American and like a lot of those holiday specials that did start off with like mainly Christmas because of it being just because that was the most dominant thing inside America and in Europe, and so like you always had these like interesting stuff. It always, but I feel like the genre, the main things about it is just always it's always at the end of it's always at the end of the year. It's always that great time for reflection. Like,
It's very nostalgic.
yeah, it's always nostalgic, and it's
Yeah.
always like, hey, this is what like, remember the past and what you've done. Like, if you think about Ebenezer Scrooge.
It's very feel good. Like that's what it's meant
It's all
to
it's
be.
all about that changing attitude at the
Right.
same time. It's all about saying, "Hey, remember, family is important." And I feel like even like the stuff with like Hanukkah, like I've seen a couple of those series.
I think Rugrats had a Hanukkah episode.
Yeah,
Oh
but
yeah,
like,
they did.
But like they always
That's right,
revolve.
because they were Jewish. Like
Yeah.
Tommy and his family
Oh,
were.
yeah.
And so
Yeah,
I think it was
'cause
the grandpa that was like
What's
telling
the
them
mom?
the story.
What's the mom's name? Dee Dee.
I have no idea.
But
She
yeah.
had the crazy hair.
But yeah, she had crazy hair, and
It's
she
been a
was
while
Jewish,
since I've seen
and
it.
her parents were practicing Jewish, and yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
And in fact, I think it was like one of those series that like my mom was like sometimes was on like the crackdown for cartoons. Like there were like certain ones we couldn't watch. That was one of them.
Rugrats?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. So
I feel like every parent picks a very innocent cartoon, and they're like, "This is of the devil."
That was SpongeBob for me until my mom decided she liked it, and she like watched an episode. I was like, "Oh, this is funny."
Actually, this is great.
No, but for like until
Way to
yeah.
watch this for family night.
But yeah, until I was like 12 or something, it was like SpongeBob is off limits. You are in such big trouble if I see
SpongeBob
that
is.
on.
Yeah, like it always kind of changed. Like there was times that she was like I think it was like especially after like 2001 2002 when I was like 10 or 11 that she was a lot less of a no, you can't watch these type of movies. She was like,
Right.
oh, it's okay to watch those. Like I think she got into the thing where it's like it's your choice. Choose what you wanted to watch and do.
I'm an adult now, Mom. Time for me to do my own
I'm
things.
a big kid.
I
I
don't,
still struggle with bills, but I can watch what I want, fools.
I can watch what I want.
yeah, I have
Yeah.
my own Netflix account now.
Can't afford that.
Oh, that was a
Let's not
big
talk
move.
about that.
I was like, that was a big move for me.
Oh, man,
So it was
I'm-
time to become a big kid.
Netflix is a commitment.
I know one thing.
Step into adulthood.
I know one thing that I decided to buy. I didn't get Netflix because I still borrow my sister's, which is it's a good mix in between.
As long as Netflix doesn't know, we're good.
And Amazon they forever give me a free pass to Prime. So
Thank you, Amazon.
I know
Wait, forever for free?
It's so far.
Wait.
How the crap?
I'm not complaining.
No, like how is this happening? Like you've never paid the money and you have Prime?
When I started my college back in like 2010, 2011 when I first went to college.
Okay.
I signed up, and it was one of those things where it was like kind of perpetual as long as you went to school, and you didn't have to renew it back in that when I started.
See, now they just do the 6-month free trial for students.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, well, what I have is it's $50 a year.
Yeah. So
And
they
it's
do like a
cheaper.
6 months free trial, and then it's like only $25 for the year or something.
Or it's 50.
Yeah. So like they changed their policy, but like it has never affected me. They've never just taken
never graduate. Just be a student for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but it was actually kind of great. Like, but anyways,
That's
so
all it.
I actually decided to spend some money on trying to get that movie pass. Have you ever?
The one where you can
What
watch
movie pass?
unlimited amount of movies in movie theaters.
Yeah, so like you can watch one movie in
Gotcha.
the movie theater every day, but it's like it's only limited to like traditional 2D.
I mean,
you can't go for the 3D or all the other stuff.
And then there has to be a
That's
participating
fine.
But that's
theater.
okay, yeah.
I hate 3D with a fiery passion.
Can you not see 3D or just you don't like it?
I just don't see the point in it. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think
That's cool.
It hasn't
He put
added
his arm
anything.
out. I'm like, I came here for the story and for the plot. I didn't come here to be like, oh my gosh, I want to see him reach out of the movie.
Well, so like
It's
now that
earth-shattering.
like more recently in more modern times, the style is like more you see into it, so it has depth instead of coming out.
Right.
But so I like
I feel
that
like
more.
it's novelty for like a
But-
few action scenes, and then the rest of it, I'm just like, I see a lot of blue and red that is extremely unnecessary, and my eyes hurt. I'm done. I'm done.
Blue and red. Man, you go back to like the really old type of 3D movies right there.
I don't.
Blue and red.
Wait, what kind of 3D are you talking about? Am I living in the Dark Ages or what?
polarizing filters.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you've seen like. When's the last time you saw a 3D?
Oh, it's been over a long time.
Okay.
All right. I live under a rock, so please disregard everything that was just said.
Yeah, because like the new stuff, it has used polarizing filters, so you can actually still see. It has like full color spectrum.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, so now it's just if you take off the glasses, it's a little fuzzy.
Yeah, it's a little fuzzy.
Okay,
But,
I
like-
can do that. That's fine.
But like every single movie that I try to see that is in 3D, it doesn't feel 3D. There was like no depth to it.
No.
And then I learned that they're doing like the weird thing where they do like a process in order to try to separate
Yeah,
to
but
make
I
it
mean,
feel 3D.
There's never been anything meaningfully added in a 3D movie I've seen that wasn't available in the 2D though.
no,
I
there's
always-
never like a purpose to it other than it's like something novelty, and we're gonna charge an extra $10 because you get to use these cool little glasses.
It's like whenever I bring up like the 3D type stuff, I always feel like the number one thing that people always kind of talk about that was a great movie to watch was like Tron Legacy in 3D. Like people always kind of told me that was like a really good one to watch in 3D. Like it was kind of made for it.
I can see that. Hey, but I never saw it in 3D, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
I've never seen the movie.
It's okay.
I've never seen any of the Tron movies, like
Oh,
the
really?
old ones.
Like
remake.
I
Never
haven't.
saw the old ones. I only saw
It's
Tron
one of those
Legacy.
things where like there are problems with the movie, but what I kind of liked about it is that it was an interesting lore. It's kind of sad that that Disney like if it was one of those things where like it had interesting lore, but I felt like it was just too much of a niche. Even when it was like really big, that Disney didn't want to continue pursuing it.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a great. I always liked the series. I watched it when
Right.
I was little. I watched like the original one. I think I stayed up to like 4 a.m. one night just watching it because I thought it was really good.
See, that's me with like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh yeah, Avatar is really good.
Love that show. So good.
That one too sadly doesn't have a Christmas special.
No.
Yeah, it does
You know,
have the
I'm
North
okay
Pole
with
one.
that.
It has the North Pole.
They go to the North Pole.
That's
Santa
close enough.
was on vacation.
He was busy delivering presents.
Yes. To the Earth Kingdom, specifically.
The Earth
Or
Kingdom.
the
Yeah.
Fire Nation, I don't know. It wasn't the Air
Fire
Nomads.
Nation gets cold and they're happy about it though
Wasn't
because
the
they're
Air
Fire
Nomads.
Too
Nation.
soon?
You know what? I think this is probably the perfect time to go into the first movie concept. Helaman, how about we go and
Yes.
hear yours? We have you be the first one this week.
Yes. So the title of my movie is White Noise Christmas. Taking a play on it like White Christmas, but White Noise Christmas.
It's like a scary movie with Santa Claus?
No, actually, so this movie is for all of the people like me who really don't like the stop motion Christmas specials.
Okay.
Like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, A Year Without Santa Claus.
Done with you.
I really don't like them.
Well, so you're gonna make something that makes fun of those type of?
So okay,
I'll respect.
So yeah. So the plot is going to have opportunities to like poke fun at these movies,
Okay.
but don't worry, there's still a good message in there and everything. But okay.
Okay.
So the movie follows these two characters, a father and daughter. The father's name is Mark. The daughter is Charlotte, and Charlotte loves these stop motion Christmas videos or movies.
But Mark Hamill, he doesn't like them, right?
Not Mark Hamill.
Oh.
His name's just Mark.
Okay, I'm just.
All Marks are Mark Hamill. Didn't you know?
That's what I was expecting.
Correct.
I'm
So
on the
he
same
cannot
page.
stand them, and I'm
Okay.
picturing Mark's basically me. Like
Okay.
if I was in this movie, I'd be Mark. And
So, like, is it one of those things where, like, just Mark Hamill, he just doesn't like
Just
this
Mark.
stuff? And so, like, is this, like, kind of like combining the Grinch? Like, that's what I'm kind of get from
No.
it, if he hates
Ooh.
it. And he's going to
No.
try to take all the claymation away.
no,
Okay.
not him, and it's not claymation; it's stop motion. But
In stop motion. Okay. So, wait, does that mean you don't like Kobo and the Two Strings? Or...
no, just the stop motion Christmas specials. Kobo and the Two
okay.
Strings was amazing. So well
just
done.
making sure.
Yeah, no, let me be specific. I'm just talking about the like 80s, 70s, 60s stop motion
Okay.
TV Christmas specials.
Makes sense
Fair
to me.
Those were so. But as I was saying, Charlotte, she loves these, and she's just like this 8-year-old girl, and she loves watching these. And so she's watching an episode with her dad, Mark. And while it's going on, while it's playing, he falls asleep. And then partway through, Charlotte wakes him up. And is like, Dad, there's something wrong with the movie. And he looks up at the screen, and he sees how all of the characters are going to like static white noise. And then it starts fading to just white noise until it's just straight white noise. And then he goes around and like fast forward the movie, goes back and skims around, and like everywhere he sees in the movie, it's now just white noise. And like, well, that's strange.
Interesting.
Oh, no.
And so he says, well, let's just try watching a different
Wait,
one.
is
day.
this like, is this on VHS tape?
On DVD or something like that, yeah. And so they put in a different one, and same thing, just white noise everywhere. And so he's kind of perplexed by this,
all
but
of the claymation is gone.
stop motion.
Yeah. So,
Poof.
Yeah, it's just all white noise. Like all of the ones they can find, there's just nothing on it anymore. It's just all straight white noise. And so he's perplexed by this, and
he's
later in the
happy
day,
at the same time, right?
he's.
Not too hurt by
But
this.
later in the day, he's watching the news though, and they're actually having a news story about this, and like basically all stop motion movies, like they're just all white noise now, or not. Well, all Christmas stop motion movies, and his daughter is really distraught by this because those were her favorite type of Christmas movies, and so the next day,
I mean, they better be her favorite ones.
they're not
Or
mine.
else.
And so the next day, she tells her dad, it's like, Dad, we have to do something. We have to fix this. I know how. Follow me. And he doesn't really know what's going on. I was like, okay, sure. Like, let's go. And so she like leads them out of the back of their house, and they go into the woods. And also this is like during Christmas time, so it's like all snowy and everything as well. And so they go through the woods, and the further they go, he starts seeing scenes and like houses and buildings that look like they're made in the stop motion style, and he starts seeing animals and stuff like that look like stop motion, and he's asking his daughter like what's going on.
So
and stuff.
is he becoming claymation?
Stop motion. And yeah, and so this is and as they keep going further. As they keep going further in, eventually gets to the point where he looks down at himself and he looks at his daughter, and he sees that they both look like stop motion characters.
Oh, no.
And
So like this means that like now they're all like, so like so that they look like this now. Does it also feel like it's like that? It's like, oh no, I'm 12 frames a second times 2.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and he looks around and he realizes he's now in this like stop motion Christmas world or something like that. And so his daughter keeps leading him, and she says, okay, like we made it here. We have to figure out what's going on so we can fix all the movies. And they find out that there's this person, this villain, whose name is Mr. Static. And Mr. Static is going around and destroying all of the movies. And once he's done, the movie turns to static.
No. How can we have Static Shock do this to us?
Static Shock. Another.
Mr. Static.
Cartoon.
Jeez. How dare you?
Mr. Static and stop motion. Jeez. And Mark, just Mark.
Not just one.
No, and so, but I'm picturing there could be a couple of just funny scenes here and there where Mark is just criticizing these stop motion characters. Like I'm picturing the scene from
I hate you, stop motion.
What's the name of the movie where what's the name of the movie where it's like the legend of Santa Claus, like how he came about? What's that one called?
Is that the one with like
I don't know what any of them are called.
Yeah, wait, I think so. Yes, and the children don't receive toys and stuff like that.
It's like a grumpy old man. He's like,
yeah, and there's a song where it's like, just put one foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
And it's like really corny and terrible.
Classic, yeah.
I can't stand that song. I legitimately cannot stand that song.
It is
fine.
It's fine.
I'm not a
I'm not a fan of that one either.
I'm picturing
anybody likes those songs. Nobody likes those songs.
But so I'm picturing some like there'd be some scenes where he comes across Santa Claus in that, like, while he's singing that song, and he's just going to be actively criticizing Santa Claus, telling him, like, how dumb this is, and stuff like that.
So then Santa Claus is, like, he just, like, starts a war with Santa Claus?
No, he's just going to criticize Santa Claus and tell him, like, you should just do it this way. And then Santa Claus is like, oh, okay. And I don't know, stuff like that. He's just going to have basically all the comments that I have running in my head when I'm watching these movies, he's going to have an opportunity to like tell it right to the characters.
Okay, so he's now going to criticize Santa Claus.
He's going to criticize Santa Claus, Rudolph,
and he's
going. Oh, definitely the Rudolph New Year's special with like the Christmas with the New Year's baby.
I don't know what you're talking about. That one is amazing. Like, how dare you?
He's going to criticize what the Year Without a Santa Claus when like Mother Earth comes into it and stuff like that. He's definitely going to criticize that. They're like, are you kidding me? This is a Christmas movie. Get out of here.
Get out, Mother Earth.
Door. That way. Get out.
Do you not like Lady Gaia?
No, wait, was that her name, Lady Gaia?
No.
I thought her name was Mother Earth in that.
Yeah, it is. But
and then there's like and then there's what, like Mr. Mr. Heatmeister and Coldenheisen or whatever. I don't know.
Cold Miser.
They're
the Miser brothers.
Oh, they're both Miser.
Yeah.
Brendan is the expert on this.
Come on. Get it right.
Yeah, so all of these like bottled up emotions I have, this is kind of just like therapy for myself. But these are going to go through.
You just want to make a television series that is based on destroying these holiday specials.
No, well,
okay,
kind of.
We need
Stop motion Christmas is garbage.
It's like we need to like try to fix this. Like
no. Hey, wait. Okay, the plot's going to keep going.
Heal him in like.
Yeah, but I have no idea what this movie is actually about. Hold on.
So what exactly hurt you when you were little? Like, how did they hurt you when you were little? Like these stop motion.
They're just
you. I don't think they harmed him.
They're just bad movies. They're bad, and so but the daughter's gonna keep leading him through.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is a classic.
One of my favorite things with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and this isn't Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but for anyone that's watched The Orville, that is a great movie or a great TV show based on Star Trek, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is like legitimately like a large plot point in one of the episodes that brings about and like change. It's great.
See, if you think about it, it changed them in the Orville. I mean, I understand what you're saying. That sometimes they probably got really out of hand with these Star Wars like the specials because like they had like one like Rudolph just hangs out with Santa during the summer. And they had like some of these ones that weren't necessary.
Anyway, back to so this movie is going somewhere more than just I get to like vent all my feelings.
So what does he hear about and what's kind of the ending for this?
So they are trying to track down Mr. Static, and mainly the daughter's the main one, kind of like pulling them to try to find Mr. Static, to stop Mr. Static and save all of the movies. And they eventually do find Mr. Static, and when they do, Mark realizes he's another like disgruntled father who also wandered into this place and realized that he could finally put an end to all of these awful stop motion Christmas special movies. And so he's been going around destroying all of these, and then the residents of Stop Motionville or whatever, I don't know, called him.
Oh, we need help.
called him by the name of Mr. Static, and so then there's this moment where there's going to be this moment where Mark is able to either stop Mr. Static and save all the movies, or let Mr. Static continue and destroy the movies. And I'm picturing it's going to be kind of this overly dramatic scene where his daughter Charlotte's going to be like, "No, you must end it. Isildur!"
You plan on saving the claymation, not destroy it. Oh no.
You were the chosen one.
Wow. This became something I wasn't expecting.
And no, but there's just going to be some sort of like dramatic scene like that, and he is going to decide to side with Mr. Static though, and destroy the movies for good. And as he does that, he like feels like, he like takes a sigh of relief. But then he looks over at his daughter Charlotte and sees that she's crying.
And she's like, WTF, Dad.
And then this is like when it all like.
Oh, they're supposed to do everything for their daughters.
And then this is where he realizes.
Holy cow.
Oh, I'm the father that literally crushed my daughter's dream in front of her face.
Exactly. He realizes like how bad of a father he was, and how he regrets what he's done and like wishes he could then make this right. And he's like, and then as that's all like dawning on him, he's realizing I've done an awful thing. His daughters start shaking him, and he wakes up and he's still like on the couch watching the stop motion Christmas special.
Ooh.
But like it just ended, and then her daughter is like, Daddy, can we start the next one now? And now he's a changed person after his dream.
So now he likes claymation.
And then he's going to say,
yeah, you figure that
he's
out.
Yes,
not
Charlotte.
a Scrooge after all.
Yes, and you're like, yes, Charlotte, let's watch the next one now. Have I shown you Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Or something like that. And then...
And she's like, yeah, I watch it every year.
I feel like this is this is some parallelism in the sense that it's like, you are Mark in this movie, right? And you're going to have kids one day, and you're going to be in the exact same situation.
I'm planning on trying to make sure they don't know these stop motion videos exist. That's my plan.
Really hard to
Also,
do
kill the characters and destroy the movies before the children are born.
Okay,
Then it's
I get
okay.
it.
Yeah, then they won't be sad about it.
All right.
Rationalization
But-
at its finest, people.
But also,
that
basically,
down.
the entire
Very
movie, in case you didn't catch it, it's all just a dream. And then through the dream, he learns a valuable lesson.
Okay, so
Fair enough.
so again,
That does sound interesting.
just to kind of get everything recapped, just kind of give us the name and like a 30-second recap of it.
Yes, so White Noise Christmas is for all of the people like me that hate stop motion Christmas videos or movies, and it details about how stop motion Christmas videos are being destroyed. Father and daughter go in to investigate what's going on and save the day, and in the end, the father learns about Christmas spirit.
All right, there we go. We got it all right here now.
White Noise
It's
Christmas.
kind of one of those things, I guess, you're just trying to make a movie that can make somebody else happy about them being destroyed. Wow.
Live your fantasies, everybody. Live your
Destroy
dreams.
all these things.
Make your dreams come true.
All right, I think now is probably the perfect time to go into our second one. I'll probably go with mine, and so like mine is like a Christmas Murder on the Orient Express. Very conceptual, like you know about the Murder on the Orient Express.
Yeah, they just came out with
You seen like commercials?
Has that movie
with
came out yet? Or
No,
Yeah.
it's out. I haven't seen it yet. It looks
it's a
amazing.
remake, and it just looks really cool.
Have you seen the remake? And then you've seen the old one? Or
Yeah, but it's
you've
been
seen
like a
both?
very long time since I've seen the old one.
Okay,
Like, a
because here's the
very,
thing. I
very
didn't even
long time.
know there was an old one.
It's just like True Grit.
It's just what?
Like a True Grit, like that's a sequel.
Oh,
That's
gotcha.
it's a remake of an old one. But like for this one, it's kind of like combining that one movie. If you remember the
Ball Town.
one with Tom Hanks.
Oh, I was off.
Wait, Polar Express?
Yeah, the Polar Express. And you know like how like you kind of know that like during that whole time.
Polar
But we're going
Express.
to have murder.
murder in
Polar
this
Express
one.
is another
The train
movie that I
conductor is the
dislike,
murderer.
and Polar Express could also appear in my movie so Mark can make
But
fun
it's
of
not
it.
stop motion. It's 3D. Animated.
It's going to be in the movie somehow, and Mark is going to make fun of it because I also don't like that movie.
I mean, is it just because Tom Hanks plays like 5 people in that movie?
It's creepy and the plot is dumb.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's amazing.
Girl, please.
Yeah, but anyway, so like this one, it's pretty much like Murder on the Orient Express, but instead, Santa Claus is now he's now the detective. He's like, oh shoot, like these little kids.
Wait, so was this
not-
called Murder on the Polar Express, or what was the title?
Murder on the Polar Express.
Okay.
Murder on the Orient Express.
So yeah, like we're going. So like this time, actually, not let's scratch Santa Claus. I was like, oh, Santa Claus wants to do this, but I'm like,
It's Krampus.
no, it's going to be like
Might as
an
well.
elf. And so like the head elf is like, oh shoot, like somebody
Is this Bernard
killed
from
a little kid.
Bernard from Santa Claus?
Yeah, let's make it Bernard from Santa
Okay.
Claus movie. How about like we put like the guy who played
Classic.
Prince Zuko, because like he was also inside our favorite Hook movie, like when we were little.
It's true.
Yes.
Still blows my mind, by the way.
It's really cool. Yeah, but like we can combine all this kind of concept together, and so like then they just need to figure out like who like which like who killed the little kid. Like was it
Wait, a
Frosty
little
the
kid died?
Snowman? Yeah, like they were going down to try to prove Santa Claus is real. Then all of a sudden like they found like a little kid murdered
This is terrible.
as he's trying.
Is it
to
going to
prove
like
that
start
Santa Claus
out
is
all
real.
happy like the Polar
This is the
Express?
Orient
And
Express.
they're going to be like, yay! And then it's like, here comes your hot cocoa, yay!
Yeah.
And then like a kid just dies, and it's like a 180-degree turn on the like. Oh, this is a sad.
Yeah, and
dark
they
movie.
have all these
This is
different
not the
people,
movie you were
like
expecting.
the gingerbread man.
Sucks to suck.
I mean, I'm also gonna make it look like it's a little kids movie, even though it's a different name. So they're like, "Oh, let's go like watch all the little kids," and then all of a
The
sudden they
Orient
realize
Express.
it's like, "Oh no,
Sounds
it's-
exciting.
sounds exciting to bring my little kids with."
We just forgot the
Exactly.
word murder in front of it. Murder on the Orient Express.
Yeah, and so basically like this head elf is like, "Oh shoot, I need to get this like figured out," like, cause like, and you figure out who killed this little kid, and so like you're just talking about all these different people, and like. So like you have like this like the one person that's like, oh no, like he was like my friend and I would never kill him, and like
He was my neighbor.
you also like meet like this elf. He's like you have a couple of disgruntled elves that are like, Santa Claus is not giving enough pay. How dare
Are we
he?
still talking about the Orient Express?
Or
I mean-
Polar Express.
It's Polar Express.
Polar Express / Orient Express.
Murder on the Polar Express.
Murder on the Polar Express.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like Scary Movie. You know how they have like Scary Movie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Are they
Yeah.
on like 20 now? I don't even know. It's like now 46.
I think they stopped making those, but then like
I
there's,
think
like,
they have. Yeah.
I think it's now like I think there's like a new Polish people that a Polish director that
the
does
Polish version.
that make not as good versions.
Okay, so
But it-
who's all of the Christmas characters making cameos in this? So so I'm
So
picturing
Jack Frost,
Jack Frost, Frosty the Snowman,
Frosty the Snowman,
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rudolph.
Okay.
Yeah, we got
Who else do we
Christmas
have?
Rudolph. You also have like a couple of elves.
A couple of elves.
How about like a snow yeti?
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
That's
And
That's
good.
good.
people
Hardcore
keep on
approval.
saying that he's him, and he's like, no, like it's not me, and like we could do something like that.
It's not the Yeti. He steps on
Okay.
people on accident all the time.
What other
It's not him.
But he's like,
classic
but you
Christmas
removed my
characters are
teeth.
there?
Remember, you removed my teeth, so now I'm tame. I'm now good.
Could there be like could there be
gun
all of
you
the
to
ra-
death.
would all the reindeer that pull Santa's sleighs be on there, like Comet and
No, like, 'cause,
No.
like
Cupid's
they're all
crazy.
getting
Cupid
they're all
would
getting
kill
ready.
everybody.
How about it's more of a B team reindeer on it? It's like one that's like, oh, like if case like Comet, one of them couldn't do it, I'm on there, and so like I'm just
So, like,
Can
instead
we
of
name him
Comet-
Cosmo?
Oh.
Cosmo.
I was
the
wondering, I was
reindeer.
gonna say like
Cosmo.
Vomit the reindeer.
Vomit or Vomit and Cosmo. How about
Okay,
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Vomit
Cool.
and Cosmo.
Hey,
like,
Vomit
it's
and
the
Cosmo
two
the
reindeers
reindeer.
right there. There we go. Like we got the two reindeers.
Vomit and Cosmo, the bench warmers.
The bench
Let's see.
warmers, and so like that's where they're on there because
Could there be
they're
like
oh,
something
wow.
like I'm trying to think of like knock off Rudolph's name, but then it would be like the green nosed reindeer.
Because he's green with envy.
Oh,
He's the murderer.
Jealous.
He killed Rudolph.
oh, Rudolph. I thought it's the little kid that was murdered.
Oh, yeah. There's multiple deaths, huh?
No,
took an even
Rudolph,
darker turn.
Rudolph died. No one even noticed.
yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, you and your claymation hatred.
Helaman killed him
Helaman killed Rudolph.
with Mr. Static.
Yeah.
Static Shock.
With
Wow.
Static Shock.
I think that even had a Christmas special.
Probably.
I think it was more like a Kwanzaa special, but yeah,
Probably.
I still love that series. When I
That's
was
a
little.
good one. Okay, so we
let's
have
go back.
all these cameos on the murderous Polar Express.
Yeah, and this elf is trying to figure it out because it's like, you know, like in the movie, I feel like most of the movie was on the Express, right? And I think it's gonna start off similar, like the Polar Express. Like the kid wakes up and he's like, "Oh no," and then like the person's like, "You want to come to our?"
Is this the
Express
kid that
thing?"
dies? The kid that wakes up at the start of the movie and it like follows him and you're like, oh no.
Like you're following him at first, and then all of a sudden, like you witness somebody coming and like murdering him. So like you know what happens.
We know who. Okay,
And so-
we
and
know
so
who.
then when the- when the-
So we know who the killer is.
We don't know the killer.
Okay.
Like it was like kind of dark, but like you can kind of see like
Okay.
he was strangling him to
Okay.
death. And so it's like, oh no, like we need to figure out who did this. And then like,
So here's another question: is this gonna be like dark comedy?
yeah, it's more dark comedy.
Okay, good. I was
Yeah.
like, because I can't take it seriously.
Also, is this animated in the style of Polar Express, or what's the style?
Yeah, it's gonna be totally kind of like that. It's gonna
Stop motion, claymation.
no,
Claymation.
it's gonna be
Claymation.
3D, super creepy 3D.
Featuring Mark Hamill.
Yeah, I always have to have Mark.
Mark Hamill is the murderer.
Actually, I was thinking that we need.
Yeah?
We like the murder. If you remember the
if
hobo.
we were to do this,
Do you
so
remember
there's
like the
Star
hobo
Wars.
on top of the train?
No.
Okay, so in that one, there's like a hobo on top of the train, but like we could like, he could be like the guy that's like, I know what happened, and he's like, you gotta tell me, because he knows everything, because he's
So-
the spirit of Christmas.
Hobo.
Quick question. So speaking of Mark Hamill, so there was the Star Wars Christmas special.
Yes.
Ew.
Yes.
No,
So-
I'm uncomfortable with that.
Could Luke Skywalker be in this then because he was in the Star Wars Christmas special?
No, we're gonna pretend like the Star Wars Christmas special never happened.
We wish it happened, and it did. So there we go. Good luck. We our dreams did come true.
I'm looking forward to a new Star Wars Christmas special for our generation because the original
Stop
Star Wars Christmas
that.
special was like in the 80s or 70s.
All right.
No.
So
no
I guess,
Christmas
like-
special.
all right, let's bring this back just because of the time that we're going.
Okay, cool.
Let's just go quickly into the ending. So in the end, he does find the murderer.
Who is it?
and We're gonna say that it was this whole time. It was an elf. Like the
There's
one that
nothing
was
else.
helping the detective the whole time. It's like, oh no,
The perfect crime.
the perfect crime.
Oh.
The guy, like one of the higher up elves, actually killed the kid.
It's because the elf was like, I'm so sick of helping these snot-nosed kids. They don't deserve it. They haven't even been good. Santa has this nice list. That's a lie.
That's a lie.
Conspiracy theory.
Santa Claus gives something to everybody.
He
no
just
matter
has
what.
a list, not a naughty and nice list.
There's no naughty list.
Yeah, and he talks about it, and so like he's
Or else
trying to
I'd be there.
sabotage it because now you have a dead kid. So yeah, he figures it out in the end, and he has to go to elf hell. Krampus comes and takes him away.
Wow.
Wow, yeah. Just
In theaters, November 30th, 2018.
November 30th.
Sorry.
This is gonna be December 10th or whatever.
No. Christmas movies always come out before December.
Okay.
They always do.
All right.
Yeah,
Why? I don't.
Like they
know.
come out. They
It's
come
Star
out. A lot of them
Wars.
come out Black Friday weekend.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Black Friday weekend.
So yeah,
Into a theater near you.
I think we got this down though.
Yes. Oh yeah.
All right.
Is that offensive?
I don't know.
Sorry.
Do you want me to add it in there?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So that'd be interesting. All right. So now I think now it's the perfect time to go into our third concept from Brooks here. So what's the name of this movie?
So here's the struggle. I'm extremely indecisive, okay? So
Okay.
we're going to talk about a few movies here
All
for
right.
a second, okay? So one has already been mentioned twice. I actually really like the Polar Express. Okay, here's the thing. I
all
love
right.
like the little kid Christmas
Our friendship
movies.
might be ruined by the time this is done.
I mean, you already burned that bridge when you hated those stop motion claymation Christmas movies with Mark Hamill. No, I really like the Polar Express because, okay, you guys know about color personalities, right? So what's like your color personality?
Yellow, white.
You're yellow, white, okay?
I really can't remember. Like that was a while ago since I did
Okay.
the color personality.
See,
Maybe I think it could have been blue. I kind of
Okay.
forgot though.
I could see that.
because like I am a blue white, like I am a blue till the day I
So
die.
if you're wondering about what this color personality thing is, just for everybody's trying to figure that out.
Look up color personality. Just
Yeah.
look it up. You'll be able to find it.
There's one that like separates you into 4 colors.
Yeah. So you have
Stuff
like,
like that.
red, blue, yellow, white, and pretty much the blue, which is what I am. I like emotional appeal. So when people are trying to like appeal to me in a certain way, if they're trying to persuade me, emotional appeal is the way to go. So like Polar Express has more of that blue personality type, definitely not that yellow white. And so
No.
like that totally makes sense, right? But it's also just like nostalgic. It has like that Christmas feel to it where it's like actually about Christmas, right?
Yeah.
It's got like the Santa Claus,
Very good.
all that good stuff, right? I think it's just the theme at like the very end of the movie.
Helaman.
Yeah. But I am not going to argue for the plot because the plot is nothing special. It is based off of like a children's book. Let's not
really
pretend
boring.
like it. Yeah, it did not earn an hour and a half plot or however long the movie was. I don't know. But in the end, it's all about believing. And you can, okay, let's just get real cheesy here, okay? So cheese, so believing, that concept, right? I actually really like that concept a lot, where it's just like, okay, he rings the little bell, and if you can hear it, that means that you believed in Santa Claus. And over the years, at the end of the movie, Tom Hanks narrating it, thanks Tom, he's talking about, oh, you know, like, over the years, my sister couldn't hear it anymore, but to the day, I still can hear it. And it's just like our lives, you know, you grow up and you stop believing in things. Maybe it's not, we're not going to talk about like Santa. What? Excuse you.
I don't. No.
I don't need you in my life. Anyways, but it doesn't have to be Santa, right? It could be just like little
Every
things.
time you say that, a Santa dies.
Every time a Santa
I don't
dies.
believe. How many Santas are there?
I mean, you do have like Santa Cruz and
Santa Ana, Santa Rosa.
yeah.
Pretty much half of California dead.
Wow.
Anyways, okay, so back to this concept of cheesy believing and all that goodness, right? So it's just being able to know that you can still believe in something as an adult. You don't have to, like, you can grow up and you can still believe in things that are, like, far-fetched. So if you want to go and be a astronaut, you know, if it's, like, a job aspiration, if it's doing something. So I just like the theme of it, you know? So I think that's it. But
so if the theme of this, like, are you saying that like you're just trying to make a remake of the Polar Express? Trying to make it better?
I'm literally telling you just the theme. Don't twist my words. Excuse you, sir. Okay, so moving on from the cheese, Christmas movies. Are you ready for this?
Okay, I'm ready.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter Christmas movie? Special?
There's no
Do you wanna do
special,
Harry Potter
but
Christmas
Harry
special?
Potter movies are a Christmas movie in my
you're
house.
talking, okay.
You guys get presents.
He does get presents. He
They
gets a
have Christmas
freaking
trees?
invisibility cloak, like the coolest present
I've
of
never
them
got
all.
an invisibility cloak.
I mean, I got
Come
some
on.
pajamas one time, but that sure didn't make me invisible or do anything cool. Made me look like a nerd, so that was great.
Running around with a blanket around you. Oh, I'm invisible.
I'm invisible. Run into a door, get a concussion.
It's alright. We do accept that sometimes you just have to get concussed. It's just the way of life.
Right. But no, okay. So hear me out. So Harry Potter, they are Christmas movies. They're not Christmas movies for everyone, but me and my family, we watch them every single year.
Is
This is like
So-
a marathon.
Does
Is
your
this just
family
because
also
of
say-
the ABC Family 25 Days of Christmas?
Here's the thing. I think it definitely influenced it, but for whatever reason, it was because it was always Christmas break, and me and my sister are like, we loved Harry Potter movies. We just loved them, right? And so it was like, okay, it's Christmas break. We can actually do like a movie marathon. When it's summer, you don't do movie marathons. You're outside. You're doing something. You go places. But when it's winter in Idaho, you're stuck inside all the time. So we're like, okay, Harry Potter,
Too cold.
bring it
So
on.
does Die Hard play in your
I
household
will
during
advocate
Christmas
for
time as
Die
well?
Hard as a Christmas movie. Whoever is out there and believes in Die Hard as a Christmas movie, I am advocating for you. I am here for you. Except I've never seen it, so I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, Harry Potter, we're going to bring it back for a second. Okay, so yeah, Harry Potter is a Christmas movie because we just watch that marathon every single year. And that's what we do. And so it's like my favorite thing. And I don't understand why they celebrate Christmas.
So wait
Can we
a
talk
second.
about that for a second? Why do the Wizards celebrate Christmas?
Why wouldn't they? Wait, what?
Okay, so like the main
Like-
question is why do non-Christians celebrate Christmas?
I mean, that's fine. That's
Yeah, if you think
Well,
about it.
I don't know. It's never been specified what the religion is.
It's just because they're
Right, I'm
it's become
curious.
a tradition that's larger than the religion itself. now.
Right, but I'm like, do they have other holidays that they celebrate?
But then again, I remember somebody talking
J.K.
about
Rowling,
that.
I hope you're watching.
And apparently there are some that there are actually some wizards that are Christian inside Harry Potter world. So like there are Christian
Christian wizard.
Christian wizards.
Can I be a Mormon wizard?
Sure.
I guess there could be. But you're not gonna be Hufflepuff because they'd probably be more American. than
See,
anything
but I'm
else.
totally Ravenclaw is the problem.
You're a Ravenclaw too?
Yeah, you're Ravenclaw?
Yeah.
Yeah!
I
What are
know.
you?
I never took any tests to try to figure that out.
What's your
so-
Patronus?
It's a, I think it's a Nightjar is what it is. Or
Wait,
it's like
a
a
nightjar?
crow or a raven. I don't know. It's a bird.
I would like that way more. No,
It's like a nightjar. I'm like, that sounds fancy for bird.
Oh no, I'd like that. Mine's a Rottweiler. And I was just like, oh, okay.
That's cool.
I'm not. I don't like dogs. I'm not a dog person.
What? Okay, are you a dog or cat person?
I'm a cat person. And I want like the
Get
most.
out.
I want the most
Get out
mischievous
now.
cat that like walks along all your knickknacks and knocks them down and breaks them, then plays with the toilet paper. I want a troublemaker cat.
You want a troublemaker cat?
Oh yeah.
Like for me, like,
I'm going to find your trouble.
I've always
cat and
had
run it
cat.
over 3 times. Actually, 9 times. Just in case.
I thought
you
this
know?
was going to go towards, and then you were going to give it to me so I could like get what I wish for. And then I had this awful idea or something.
I would.
No,
I was gonna be like, okay.
Eradicate the world of all cats.
You want to get rid of cats?
I hate cats. I hate them, and their claws are terrifying. I have
They're
a really
cool.
irrational fear of
Like
cats,
for
by the
me,
way.
what I've kind of learned is that I'm more or less probably more allergic to cats now.
Okay.
So, like, I probably can't have a cat anymore. I would really want to get a pit bull. I think that'd be cool to have a pit bull.
Okay.
But I'm thinking like the next animal that I would get, I'd probably really want to get something like a parrot. Just get myself a little bird to hang out with. Because how often? I don't think I've had. I think I've always had like a cat, and I've had family
right.
with dogs.
This is
so I'm
probably like
oh,
me just
bird.
being like the weird kid or something. But if I could have a pet bird, I'd either want it to be a crow or a raven.
Okay.
I don't know. They're just like really smart birds too.
No, they are. They're genius.
Super smart. I just like
It's
really
annoying.
appreciate about them.
Right.
It's like just to say birds are smart in general. Like most birds are smart. In
Right.
general. Yeah.
Okay, so the parrot. This had me thinking. So have you guys seen the third Home Alone? If you haven't, bless your soul, you were lucky.
I have. I remember there was like a parrot that.
I just
hung
remember
out
a
with-
parrot in
The
there.
third one, is this the one with the toy car?
Yeah.
That has the stuff hidden in it.
Yes, and like Macaulay Culkin is in it, and it's all new characters except his name is still Kevin, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
I think so. I haven't seen it in a while.
Anyways, that one's garbage, but the old Home Alones.
Number
How do you feel
two.
about those?
Number 2 is.
Oh,
good
number
Christmas
2
one.
was so good. So good. We're back to birds because you have the crazy bird lady
Oh,
in
yeah.
the second one.
Oh yeah, there
Birds
is a
and
crazy
Christmas.
She's a champ, by the way. Can we talk about that? She's the coolest. Like,
She just throws bird seed and the birds attack them.
she's like,
And they
capture my pretties, like the Wicked Witch of the West status right there, but she's like the good witch of the East. Of the,
That's very good.
Of the New York.
Of the West.
Of the West. And we're to SpongeBob now. West. Thanks, Patrick.
All right, yeah. So this is great. I know, like for me right now, it looks like we're heading to the end of the podcast.
Wait, sorry, real quick though, since we kept like sidetracking you.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Okay, what's just like the point of your movie? Like
Yeah, like a quick summary.
a quick summary
and,
that for the.
and like a name.
Like, quick summary. Okay, you know what? We're going to go with the whole Harry Potter series.
Wait, you're gonna make.
here's
You're
the
gonna
thing.
make.
I'm not gonna summarize all of it. He's a wizard and he fights a guy that lacks a nose. He can't smell things. So
Okay.
it's really good. That was a terrible summary, but they have Christmas in there in every single movie, and it's
Okay.
a total of 60 seconds at least. So
So like
Enjoy.
what we're gonna go for this is that Brooks just wants to have a Harry Potter holiday special.
More Harry Potter.
no Harry Potter
That's what
holiday
we're going
special.
for.
We do not need that.
That-
Okay, actually, but I'm curious
So like
about
when I'm
how
gonna
they,
make when I'm gonna make a poll to like when I'm gonna make the poll for like who had the best concept, I'm gonna put yours as just Harry Potter holiday special.
a Harry Potter Christmas.
Yeah, there we go. Harry Potter Christmas. That's what yours is gonna be. And
When
like
they find out Santa Claus
like
is a wizard.
Lord Voldemort is like trying to like take down Christmas, and they're like, oh no, we need to stop him.
Oh.
And so, like,
what if
they make him feel good for
Santa's
Christmas
sleigh was a
again.
Horcrux?
What?
Santa's sleigh is a Horcrux. So they
No,
have
Rudolph's nose.
Oh,
Oh,
his nose is a Horcrux.
His nose is a Horcrux.
And to stop Voldemort, they have to destroy Rudolph's nose.
There we go. We got
Oh.
we got you got your movie down now, Brooks.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool. We
the
have a Harry Potter Christmas.
A Harry Potter Christmas. There we go.
Rudolph and the Horcrux nose. That's where Voldemort's nose went.
All right, there we go.
Oh, he just put. Here you go.
He's like, you get this because it's glowing. It would make me look like a clown.
Wow.
And that's why people made fun of Rudolph. The Horcrux was a burden. And so now they have to kill Rudolph just to rid him of that awkward.
Ooh.
Maybe it could be like...
It became very dark.
Yep.
But anyways,
Okay, can we talk about very dark murder on the Polar
I
Express,
don't know what
sir?
you're talking about. I mean, mine was a dark comedy. Yours has to deal with Harry Potter.
I mean, we killed Rudolph. His movie killed all of the characters.
yeah.
All of them.
I just don't like how.
Yours is the most unforgivable one out of the.
No,
three.
I was
Yes.
just gonna say.
Yes.
I feel like my movie is the least dark out of all of yours.
That is very Fair.
Yours is like going over like the moral dilemma of having killed Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Yours is investigating the murder of a child who was trying to learn the spirit of Christmas. And mine is
Turns out
like
an elf murdered him.
And then mine is like the person who like learns the meaning of Christmas and
I guess
And
that's
learns a valuable
true.
lesson.
Yours is the least darkest. I guess like in my head, I guess deeply inside, I'm like, too many Christmas movies don't deal with the sad side of life. So I guess that's what I'm thinking of. But anyways,
If there's anything that you've learned, Helaman is the only one who has morals and ethics, and we have a very dark sense of humor. Unapologetically, too.
so like if we now we hit the end of it. So just like kind of quick thing for mine. Again, mine is the murder on the Polar Express. Yours is the Harry Potter holiday special.
and mine is White Noise Christmas.
Yeah, and so like you can vote on these tomorrow. I'm trying a lot better to do more stuff. I also realized that my stuff that this show wasn't going on to iTunes, which I've got to try to fix that. I was having. I
I
guess,
thought that was on purpose.
Do you not like Apple?
Okay.
No, I was trying to put it on Apple, but like apparently there was a lot more process, and I thought I was doing it another way that I thought you had to do it, but apparently there's a different way of doing it. So
No.
now I just have to fix that. But in the end, if you want to go vote who had the best holiday movie for this year, you can go to Overmorrow.
Anytime,
Twitter,
every
Facebook,
vote,
there's always gonna be a
for
vote.
either of their movies, another Santa dies.
We're okay with that.
You're okay with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Oh yeah, but
I'm
you hate
tolerant
Santa
of it.
Claus, so
Wait, I never said that.
you don't believe in Santa Claus, so
Doesn't mean I have to hate him. I like the concept.
oh, okay. Never.
Well, then how does the Santa Claus...
Oh, let's
Moving
never mind.
on.
Yeah, so you can actually go and do the poll for this. Go online and do the poll for to see the Santa Claus special. What not Santa Claus special, but which holiday special was the best. You can also see more of Overmorrow for you can also see more of the Overmorrow stuff next time online. And you can also hear more, like, right now we're having more planned. We might have a little bit more stuff for next year. It'd be interesting to hear about it. But for next week,
2018.
but for next week, we're doing biopic for it. It's just probably going to be me, and I'm hoping to get two other people. 'cause
Brenton has
Helaman
some
isn't gonna
special
be here.
guests. I'll be gone.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh. Bye, Felicia.
I know.
Yeah, that's where
See
the
you later.
2.0 comes in. But then I'll come
2.0.
back and reclaim my seat.
Yeah, he's gonna come back probably next year.
Gonna go Krampus on you.
But yeah, so like we're probably gonna have another one, and then we're gonna take like a 1 week hiatus until we start next year. But they're definitely going to be I'll definitely be putting something on talking about the future for Overmorrow, so you can probably hear more about that later on. But yeah, I hope you guys are gonna have a good day, and we'll see you next time.
Merry Christmas, Happy
Mwah.
Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. Happy holidays.
Exactly. Bye.
Bye, Felicias.